Good evening and welcome. It's match number 1 of the JUHU division of the Bodog Roots Premier League, and this is the JUHU division is the Mavericks Football Club versus the Bodog Jets. It's the Bodog Jets in the orange jersey, scoring from the right of your screens to the left, whereas the Mavericks in the black jersey scoring from the left of your screen to the right. On the attack, on the onset are the Bodogs in the right jersey. Our title sponsor as well is Bodog. It's the Bodog Roots Premier League, and this is the Bodog Jets owned by Gaurav Gupta. Mavericks Football Club owned by Taran Ahuja and Wasim Khan. First attempt on goal by the Bodog Jets. Not a powerful one. The goalkeeper for the Mavericks is Tanay Parekh, whereas for the Bodog Jets is Sahil Kapoor on the right side of your screen. Getting you live action for the JUHU division from the Jamnabai Energy Turf Park in JUHU. For the JUHU division on Fridays, we'll be airing 3 matches thanks to our broadcasting partner One Play Sports. Always important to thank our sponsors. Our title sponsor Bodog Roots, our branding partner Flag, hydration partner Miqua, and of course our beverage partner Raw Pressery. On the attack once again, no trouble whatsoever for Tanay Parekh, easily pouched. So still going to be on the attack, the Mavericks in the black jersey. Khatib, it was jersey number 10. Awais Khatib. The previous, it's a match between it's between team number 5 and team number 6 on the points table. Again, shot on the goal, easily collected there by Sahil Kapoor, as I was mentioning to complete my point there. On the 5th on the points table of the Bodog Jets with 3 points. 3 matches that they played. The first match that they played was against the Goodfellas. They defeated them 4-1. Convincing victory that was. The second, they lost 0-1. On the attack are the Mavericks Football Club. The ball is out of way over the goal. The second match that the Bodog Jets played in the second week, they lost it against the Conquerors 0-1, and last Friday, they again lost it to Mumbai Lions 0-1. Whereas for the Mavericks, they have 2 points, 6th on the points table. The first match they played was against the Mumbai Lions. They lost it by 0-2. Then was a draw against the Devils 1-1, and last Friday again another draw against the Goodfellas 1-1. And the goal scorer, the lone goal scorer for the Mavericks has been Siddhant Kripalani. So all eyes will be on Siddhant Kripalani, jersey number 7 for the Mavericks. And whereas for the Bodog Jets, it's been the first match that they played where they won convincingly with 4-1. In the meanwhile, just on the attack once again are the Jets. Okay, the ball is out of play. Yes, as I was mentioning, it was 4-1 the victory for Goodfellas in the first match that they played. 4 goals that were scored by Yash Sharma, Sahil Kapoor, Rohit Bothra and Pratik Singh. And that's the only match where the Bodog Jets could score goals, and they scored 4 of them. And the last 2 matches that they played, the Bodog Jets haven't been able to score a goal. So both these teams eager to get a victory. It was only 1 victory for the Bodog Jets in the first match they played. In the meanwhile, is that a foul? Yes, it is signalled by the referee there. Player down. Definitely it's Mavericks Daron Saldana, who's just having perhaps on his left, let's see, his left leg that has been raised by his fellow mates. So perhaps a small niggle injury. That's something that keeps happening in the game of football. It's not an aggressive game wherein there is a direct contact between players. So niggles, injuries here and there, always a part and parcel. And always in the life of a footballer, if you ask him how fit are you, an answer will never come 100%. There is always some or the other niggle that keeps troubling each and every footballer. In the meanwhile, it's going to be a free kick for the Bodog Jets. Always important to get those free kicks, and this is the bigger turf, the JUHU one, in comparison to what we play for the Bandra North and South divisions at the St Andrews Turf Park. And this is a comparatively slow outfield as well, forgiving that this outfield is. In the meanwhile, yes, that's going to be just a goal kick. That was good defense by Vishal Mehta. Nicely done by Vishal Mehta. They're good defense, and that's just going to be a goal kick. Yes, we get confirmation. It's Irfan Sheikh who's the chief referee for this matchup. The attack, good clearance there by the Mavericks. And yes, that's something that we always have witnessed. That's the major advice that is always given to the defense. That is, keep possession or clear. Always it is clear. Keep possession and clear. Always in the dying stage of the match is to keep possession if goal scoring is the priority. In the meanwhile, that's going to kick in again. A quick reminder to all our viewers who are joining us live on Facebook Live or on YouTube, that at the Bodog Roots Premier League, couple of changes. In the meanwhile, that was a shot on goal by Mavericks, but wasn't able to convert. Was Rohan Desai, just number 29, deflected off Sahil Kapoor, and that's going to be a corner. As I was mentioning, that in the Bodog Roots Premier League, there is no throw in once the ball is outside. It's going to be a kick in. Just a couple of tweaks in the game of football, of course, keeping the essence of the game alive. In the meanwhile, again, Rohan Desai on the attack for the Mavericks, but opportunity denied. The Mavericks owned by Tarun Ahuja and Wasim Khan, whereas the Bodog Jets owned by Gaurav Gupta. Both Gaurav Gupta's Bodog Jets are 5th on the points table, whereas the Mavericks are 6th on the points table. Once again on the attack, Bodog Jets, good clearance, nicely cleared away. Go straight to Tanay Parekh. Yet to have a clean sheet is Tanay Parekh or Sahil Kapoor. None of them have had clean sheets in the 3 matches that they played so far. Attempt on goal, nice cross, but does not get the required support from jersey number 10, Awais Khatib, that is. Just not able to reach there in time. In the meanwhile, that's going to be yet another kick in for the Bodog Jets. The Bodog Life, that's written on the shirts. Nice left footer. Keeping possession are the Mavericks. Passing it on, series of headers, always good to see that. It's always good to see also football being played in artificial lights, and that's exactly what the Bodog Roots Premier League has done. Super facilities, super infrastructure that has been provided here, and the Jamna Bai Nursery School as well. Also one of the most historic schools in the city of Mumbai. That's where the Bodog Roots Premier League is being played at. A header, nicely saved. Super save by Sahil Kapoor. It was a brilliant ball. Good header as well. It was from jersey number 29, Rohan Desai again. He's the man to look out for. It's Siddhant Kriplani, jersey number 7 as well, who's the goal scorer, but wasn't able to convert. In the meanwhile, that's going to be a corner for the Mavericks. It was deflected off Sahil Kapoor. That's going to be a corner. It's going to be Simran Babani to take the corner. The right hand side of your screen, your tablet, your phones. It's going to be just number 29, as I just mentioned. Just getting those attackers in line, looking for the header is Simran Babani, just number 14 that he is, pardon me, just number 14 Simran Babani, with the right footer perhaps. Yes, in the penalty area, nicely taken, header once again in the penalty area. How close was that? Super stuff, but that's going to be yet another corner for the Mavericks on the far side of your screens now. It's still 0-0. We have entered the 9th minute of the play. Again, a quick reminder, it's a 50-minute match, so it's 2 halves of 25 minutes each at the Bodog Roots Premier League. We don't play it for 45 minutes, so it's a match of 50 minutes, and we're getting you 3 matches broadcasted all across the social media platforms on Facebook Live as well as on YouTube. It's 0-0 so far. Bodog Jets versus the Mavericks Football Club. Kick in for the Bodog. The Jets there, it's just number 29, Rohan Desai, just have to keep a distance between the kick-in and the wall. Rohan there looking for the interception, not getting it. Parekh, nice work there, super stuff, nice dribbling, but the ball's been stolen away. Stolen by Khatib. It is Awais Khatib. Still keeping possession are the Mavericks. Passing it along. Nice long pass on the further end. Chance on goal. Jersey number 7. He is the one to look out for. On the far end of your screen is Siddhant Kriplani. He is the goal scorer for the Mavericks in the last 2 weeks. He's the one who scored a goal. Again a header. Beautiful stuff there. Nice ball that came in from Siddhant Kriplani. And it was Awais Khatib, jersey number 10. Header just not on the mark. So it's been an all attack from the Mavericks Football Club from the onset. We have entered the 10th minute now, 15 minutes remaining for the first half to come to an end. Awais Khatib again, passing it along to jersey number 14, and that is Darun Saldana. Keeping possession are the Mavericks. Important for them to keep possession in the game of football. You keep possession, you create the pressure on the opponents, and that's when you create those opportunities. And it's important for you to eventually convert them. That's a foul, says referee Imran Sheikh. That's going to be a free kick for the Mavericks. Referee sounds a whistle. That's going to Mavericks with the call with the free kick. Nice ball, but not able to get it on the mark once again. The flag was raised by the assistant referees. Nicely, quickly taken there. Bodog on the attack. How close was that? That was some counter attack by the Bodog Jets. It was very close. It was 1-on-1. It was Tanay Parekh, the goalkeeper. But that's tragedy averted for the Mavericks. Yes, it's Tanay Parekh, the goalkeeper for the Mavericks, and whereas for the Bodog Jets is Sahil Kapoor. Foul, says the referee. Yes, it is. So Imran Sheikh just giving a warning there to jersey number 7 of the Bodog Jets. That's Rohit Bothra. It's going to be a free kick for the Bodog Jets. So Rohit Bothra to take charge of the free kick. That might be dangerous for the Mavericks. They'll have to be careful because this is from close quarters, a few feet out of the penalty area, out of the D. It looks like it's going to be jersey number 69, Raul Bell, to take charge of this free kick for the Jets. Raul Bell. There he goes, right footer. That's above the crossbar. No troubles whatsoever for Tanay Parekh. There was again just a danger averted. No trouble this has been for Tanay Parekh or for Sahil Kapoor. A couple of shots on goal that were by the Mavericks, but it's been super stuffed by Sahil Kapoor on the right side of your screen. Once again, nice stuff by Raul, bending it down, keeping possession, keeping control. The pass a little bit too optimistic. The demand that he had from one of his forwards, but that never was a chance. In the meanwhile, on the attack of the Mavericks, it's an appeal for a foul. No, says Imran Sheikh, but he signals for the corner. The Bodog Jets aren't happy with the decision, but that's what happens. It's a thankless job of the match referees. Very rarely that we see, and very often that we see, it's unhappiness expressed by the opponents against whom the decision has been given. And same here with the Jets. In the meanwhile, it's going to be a corner for the Mavericks. Yes, just counting the distance between the wall and the corner. Corner taken by the Mavericks. Ball just not there. That's how different this league is, because the way you practice in general football grounds, whereas in comparison these are shorter grounds at the Jamnabai Nursery in JUHU, or for the Bandra North and South Division at the St. Andrews Turf Park. Different dimensions of the ground, and thus getting the practice, reaching the ground early and getting those match practice extremely imperative for these teams. In the meanwhile, that's going to be a free kick for the Mavericks. Entering at the 14th minute of the play, so it's 11 minutes remaining for the first half to come to an end. It looks like it's going to be Siddhant Kripalani, the goal scorer, the lone goal scorer for the Mavericks in the last 3 matches. 2 goals that they've scored, all 2 have been come by Siddhant Kripalani. Right footer there, not a trouble whatsoever for Sahil Kapoor. Way over the goal. On the attack, Parekh with the left footer. Good defense by the Mavericks, keeping possession of the Mavericks. Just losing it, as I mentioned. The commentator's curse, perhaps. That's going to be a kick in. Aryaman Sethi, header, position lost, taken over by the Mavericks. 10 minutes remaining for the first half to come to an end. Long pass, that definitely would have been offside, but before the flag was raised, it was collected neatly by Sahil Kapoor. So that's going to be a kick in for the Mavericks Football Club. Once again, a quick reminder, Mavericks Football Club owned by Taran Ahuja and Wasim Khan. The Bodog Jets owned by the Gaurav Gupta. Gaurav Gupta's Bodog Jets are 5th on the points table with 3 points to their name. Just one victory they had in the first match that they played. Other 2 matches have been defeats for them, 0-1, 0-1. Header, just not on target there. That's going to be a goal kick. Good attempt whatsoever by the Mavericks Football Club, but just not on the mark. Ball back in play. Onside, says the referee. Perhaps a chance for the Bodog Jets. Keeping possession. Nicely taken by Zainuddin Khan. Back to Rahul Bell. Passing it on. Siddhant Kripalani. Keeping possession is Siddhant. Passing it on. Looking for partner. Khatib there. Nicely done. That was by Rahul Bell. Going to a kick in for the Bodog Jets. It's a nice breeze blowing here. It's a nice long ground and no nets as well, and thus there is no hindrance for the wind to blow, and thus it's nice and windy. When the first weeks of April, we don't expect it to be cold. Never cold in Mumbai. It's an offside signaled by the referee. Yes, the assistant referee raises his flag and that's offside signaled. So that's going to be a free kick for the Mavericks. Yes, as I was mentioning, it's a nice breeze that is blowing here in JUHU at the Jamnabai Nursi Turf Park. So, but still humid is the climate always in Mumbai. We are in JUHU, near to the beach. The JUHU beach always is an tourist attraction spot for all those visiting Mumbai. A couple of temples nearby in the vicinity also. The ISKCON temple. Visit worth anyone visiting in the city of Mumbai. It's 7:25 PM Indian Standard Time. We're getting you live action on the Bodog Roots Premier League all across the social media, on Facebook Live as well as on YouTube. Always good to thank our sponsors. Our title sponsor Bodog. Our branding partner is Flag. Hydration partner Miqua. And of course beverage partner Raw Pressery. Was again a chance on goal, but no troubles for Tanay Parekh. That's going to be a kick in for Tanay. Just looking for the support. Nice pass coming in to Khatib. Jersey number 10 it is, Aves Khatib. Keeping possession, nicely done, looking for the cross. Gets deflected off jersey number 95, Vishal Mehta. Super stuff by Vishal with the defense. But he has given away a corner. From the corner, nicely taken. Again a header, just not on target. Frustration evident from the faces of the Mavericks. It was Rohan Desai there, jersey number 29, just unhappy with his own effort. Always good when players can do self-analysis. It's not always that you want your managers and coaches to tell you what is going wrong. And at this stage, when you're talking of the biggest amateur football league in the city of Mumbai, the players definitely of a higher class, knowing as to what is going wrong for them. Jersey number 6 there for the Bodog Jets. Ariman Sethi with the right footer. Foul. Yes, says Imran Sheikh. He's called it. And that is going to be a free kick for the Jets. We have entered the 19th minute. So it's around 6.5 minutes of play that is remaining for the first half to come to an end. Looks like Rohit Bothra might go for the free kick, or it's Tanay Vaswani. Yes, nice lob coming in the penalty area. Chance for a goal. Could have been close. It's a call for a foul by the referee. No, says the referee. Khatib there. Good cross coming in. Nicely defended by Rahul. Again keeping possession, jersey number 7 there, running across, Rohit Bothra, passing it away. Back to jersey number 6, Parekh, left footer, not on target. Yes, unhappy there, onside says the referee. But Parekh should have done better with that opportunity that was beautifully created because of a brilliant save and a brilliant defense that was on display by Rahul Bell. It was Abhishek Parekh with the poor left footer, and that was a chance wasted. Again, Rahul just unhappy with what Abhishek Parekh has been doing. In the meanwhile, it's again the Jets with the possession. Passing it along, nicely taken by Prateek Singh. Passing it along, keeping possession. Chance. No, given away. Siddhant Kripalani. Is it a foul? No, says the referee. Siddhant keeping possession. Nice, tall, lanky guy. Siddhant is making the most of his height and his reach. Long pass, and that's going to be an outside. That's going to be kick in. Yes, Parekh, Abhishek Parekh, just perhaps unwell. Yes, in the meanwhile, you must have the physio taking care of him. Yes, that's something that happens, but fortunately we have physios that are placed. We have a team that is at the Bodog Roots Premier League, 8 aside, that is. But there again is no restrictions on the number of substitutions. Surprise here that we don't see a lot of bench strength from both these teams. Generally what we've seen in the Bandra North and South divisions, that there are 15-18 members squad that arrives, and there is quick substitutions that take place after every 5 minutes, but we haven't seen a substitution so far from either from the Mavericks or either from the Bodog Jets. We've entered the 21st minute, a little more than 4 minutes remaining for the first half to come to an end. It looks like it's going to be a corner for Mavericks. Yes, it's going to be a corner. It's going to be that man again, that boy Siddhant Kripalani from the far end, the right side far end of your screen, to take that corner. It's not a corner, so that's a kick in, but it's as good as a corner from that angle. Siddhant Kripalani, good ball, nicely punched away by Sahil Kapoor. Super stuff there by Sahil Kapoor. Keeping possession are the Bodog Jets. Passing it along back to Rahul Bell. He's been the one to look out for with the defense. Fabulous defensive skills on the display by Rahul Bell. In the meanwhile, as I mentioned, it's going to be a substitution. Jersey number 2 for the Mavericks comes in to play Freeman, written on the back of his jersey. Yes, it is Freeman Fernandez who comes in as a substitute. There are no restrictions on the number of substitutes at the Bodog Roots Premier League. Header in the penalty area, no trouble for Tanay Parekh, nicely collected. In the meanwhile, nicely passed on to Aves Khatib. Aves still keeping position in the penalty area, could be dangerous. He'll have to pass. Nice shoulder barge there, but okay, says the referee. Again, Vishal there, just number 95. Vishal Mehta there. Is he penalized? No, it's not. So still no booking coming in from Imran Sheikh, but that's just going to be a free kick for the Mavericks Football Club. It's going to be jersey number 14. That's Darren Saldana of the Mavericks Football Club with the free kick, but that was nicely pouched by Sahil Kapoor. Just a little more than 2 minutes remaining for the first half coming to an end. Still no goal. Attempts on goal have been plenty. Aves Khatib, will he load? Will he go for goal? Is he looking for pass? He's still keeping possession. And yes, that's a foul, says the referee. He was blocked. He had no scope for moving ahead, and Aves Khatib has won himself a free kick just outside the penalty area, so that can be dangerous. It's looking like it's going to be jersey number 14, Darren Saldana, or perhaps Siddhant Kripalani. It looks like it's going to be Siddhant Kripalani who should go for it, because he's the one who's been the goal scorer for the Mavericks all throughout the Bodog Roots Premier League. It's either going to be Siddhant Kripalani or jersey number 14 standing along with him, and that's Darren Saldana. Yes, just ensuring that the ball is in place. Yes, so it's a pass by Siddhant Kripalani. That's jersey number 23. What are you doing there? That was Akash Balachandran Nair. Akash Nair there. That was just not on the mark there by Akash. He was kept there just to go for the free kick pass by Siddhant Kripalani. But chance gone begging. Once again, Aves Khatib nicely passed on to jersey number 14 there. Siddhant Kripalani on the far end of your screen. Keeping possession. Good tackle, nicely tackled. Good work there by jersey number 4 of the Bodog Jets, Siddhant Castellino. It was Darren Saldana with the kick in for the Mavericks Football Club. Good ball in the penalty area, nicely cleared away, was by jersey number 95, Vishal Mehta. Super stuff by Vishal. So chances were created, but none of them have been converted into a goal so far. It's still love all on the scoreline, as they say in some sports and football. We say it's 0-0 the scoreline. Half a minute remaining. Chance on goal. No, that's going to be outside again. Nicely taken, kept in the playing area by Ari. That is of the Bodog Jets, Aryaman Sethi. That's going to be a kick in for the Mavericks Football Club. Nicely taken, deflected. Ah, yes, looking for the trigger, looking to load the trigger. Just not on the mark. Not on the mark. Just a few seconds remaining till the referee blows the whistle, and that is it. At the end of the first half is the Mavericks versus Bodog Jets. 0-0 the scoreline. Yes, welcome back to match number 1 of the Bodog Roots Premier League, week number 4 of the JUHU division. It's the Mavericks Football Club versus the Bodog Jets. At the end of the first half, it was 0-0. And they might be looking for the early start. The Mavericks Football Club. Nice pass by Siddhant Kriplani. Keeping possession of the Mavericks in the black jersey. Those who are joining us now on Facebook Live and YouTube. It's the Mavericks Football Club versus the Bodog Jets. It's the Mavericks owned by Taran Ahuja and Wasim Khan. The Jets owned by Gaurav Gupta. In the orange jersey are the Bodog Jets. Whereas the Mavericks on the black jersey, scoring from the right of your screen to the left, passing it on, nicely done by the Jets with their defense. So both these teams have been top class with their defense so far, but haven't been able to get those goals against their names. The previous matches for the Mavericks. This is the 4th week, so they have played 3 matches so far. The first one was against Mumbai Lions. They lost 0-2. Then was a draw against the Devils 1-1, and yet another draw against the Goodfellas 1-1. Whereas for the Bodog Jets, the first match that they played against the Goodfellas was a convincing victory by 4-1. 4 goals that were scored. Yash Sharma, Sahil Kapoor, Rohit Bothra and Pratik Singh, the goal scorers in the first match that they convincingly defeated Goodfellas by 4-1. Then the second match they lost against the Conquerors 0-1. The third match they again lost to Mumbai Lions 0-1. So it's important for the Bodog Jets to get those goals and get those victory, because they are on 5th of in the points table, whereas the Mavericks are on 6th of the points table. That's going to be a corner for the Jets. It's going to be jersey number 8. That's Tanay Vaswani takes responsibility of the corner. That could be close. Headers, searching for the header is Tanay. Good ball in, just a little far away. Just a little far, just a little too strength on that counter attack from the Mavericks. JB not able to keep it under his control. That was Avi Jaisinghani. Just not able to keep it under control. Tanay once again passing it along. Good work by Jaisinghani. Keeping possession. Is jersey number 9 on this occasion is Jai Bhattacharya. JB is what he likes to be called, is Jai Bhattacharya. Arav, jersey number 6, good cross coming in, nicely held by Tanay Parekh. So Tanay and Sahil Kapoor, the goalkeepers of Mavericks and Bodog Jets respectively, have been kept busy tonight. A lot of shots on goal, a lot of occasions when they have had to maneuver themselves and hold on to it. Siddhant Kriplani with the right footer, but that was again nicely held by Sahil Kapoor, the goalkeeper of the Bodog Jets. That's a substitution in the meanwhile by the Mavericks. It's jersey number 8, Avi Jaisinghani, who comes in as a substitute in the second half, the 3rd minute of the second half. The meanwhile, that's jersey number 6 of the Bodog Jets. It's Aryaman Sethi. That's going to be a kick in for the Jets. And kick in from that range is as good as a corner. Important to get it right in the area. Ball, no, again, just a poor one there. Rahul once again looking for the pass. Not able to get the desired support. Rohit Bothra. No, that's just kicking it out, and that's going to be a kick in. Once again, it's an appeal for a handball. It's a big appeal, but no, says Imran Sheikh. That's fair play that he says. The Jets with the free kick. That would have been close again. In the meanwhile, you might have a substitution once again from the Mavericks. So a couple of substitutions. It's just number 69 of the Mavericks, Siddesh Naringrekar, who comes in as a substitute. The goalkeeper passing it around of the Mavericks. That's Tanay Parekh. Still keeping possession. Jal, or JB that he likes to be called as, Jai. Passing it along back to Tanay. Keeping possession again, Rahul. Oh, that was nicely intercepted there by Siddhant Kriplani. On the attack is Siddhant. In the penalty area, can be dangerous. Right footer. Misses. Again. These are crucial chances that are being created but not able to convert are the Mavericks. That was the second chance on goal by the Mavericks, and it is Sahil Kapoor who's doing double the task. Tanay there on that occasion. No trouble for Tanay. Nicely done there. Good clearance.
Mavericks still keeping possession. Darren there. Nice long pass there. Siddhant, super ball with the left footer. Good defense. Nicely defended again. So that's been the storyline so far in the end of the first half. Within the early few minutes of the second half, it's been a fabulous defense from both these teams, which has resulted in the scoreline that reads 0-0. Good defense once again. That's a push. No, says Imran Sheikh. And that's going to be a goal kick for Sahil Kapoor of the Bodog Jets. Passing it around to Rahul. Passing it around, keeping possession now are the Mavericks on the attack there. Kripalani waiting for the pass. No, jersey number 10. It was Aves Khatib. Nicely done, right footer, but that's out of the playing area. So there are a lot of chances on goal that have been taken by the Mavericks, because that's desperate stuff now for the Mavericks. We can see a lot of footers. Flag raised. No, that's onside, they says the referee. Unhappy at the Bodog Jets, but that was very close. It was onside. It was 1-on-1, but brilliantly done by Sahil Kapoor, the goalkeeper for the Bodog Jets. The Jets on the attack. Kripalani. Nice pass to Aves Khatib. Aves passing it on. Right foot and goal! They score! It's Kripalani and Jai Bhattacharya and Siddhant Kripalani. Wonderful partnership between them.
To Aves Khatib. Aves passing it on. Right foot and goal! They score! It's Kripalani and
that was a super partnership between Siddhant Kripalani and Aves Khatib, but we'll just get confirmation as to who the goal scorer was. 32nd minute, and the Mavericks have taken the lead. Keeping possession, the Mavericks, they've got their first goal. So now it's going to be the Jets on an all-out attack. The light footer, chance for a goal, offside, says the referee. The flag was raised. Extremely unhappy are the Bodog Jets, and in the meanwhile it's a booking. Jersey number 6, Aryaman Sethi, has been booked for expressing his dissent. Aryaman Sethi has been booked. It's a yellow card. It was Jai Bhattacharya, jersey number 9, who was the goal scorer. He scored the goal in the 32nd minute, and just a few minutes back it was Aryaman Sethi who was booked. It was given a yellow card for expressing dissent against the referee, who was Imran Sheikh. So he's been booked is Aryaman Sethi, jersey number 6 of the Bodog Jets. He'll have to be careful now, another one, and he'll be sent off. The Jets, Avi passing it around. It's going to be the Jets looking for the goal. Desperate stuff from the Jets is going to be Tanay Vaswani passing it along to Siddharth. Siddharth back to Avi. That's going to be yet another kick in for the Jets. Siddhant Castellino passing it on to Rahul Bell. Rahul looking for the pass. Nicely done in the penalty area, and that perhaps yet another kick in. Yes, it is. It's going to be another kick in for the Jets. Just a quick reminder to all those joining us now on Facebook Live, on YouTube, on the Bodog Roots Premier League YouTube page or Facebook. There are subtle changes in the rules at the Bodog Roots Premier League, that there is no throw in at when the ball goes out of the playing area, but it's kick in. Just a couple of changes, but of course keeping the essence of the game very much alive. Also important to thank our sponsors. Our title sponsor Bodog, it's the Bodog Roots Premier League. Our branding partner Flag, hydration partner Miqua, beverage partner Raw Pressiri, and it's yet another free kick that has been awarded to the Bodog Jets. It's going to be Tanay Vaswani with the free kick. Yes, Imran Sheikh just ensuring that the wall is in place. The referee for this match number 1 of the 3 matches that will be broadcasting of the JUHU division. Nice attempt it was by Rahul Bell, but beautiful defense once again. It was by Avir Jaisinghani. Aves Khatib there looking for the ball. Tanay. Siddharth 69, Siddesh Narangikar, but that's a foul, says the referee. Unhappy once again with the decision are the Mavericks, but that's going to be a free kick for the Bodog Jets. It's Rahul Bell with the ball in the penalty area, nicely taken, but again good work there was by Tanay Parekh attacking the ball. That's what the goalkeeper has the right to do. The only one in the team who was allowed to handle the ball. Siddharth on the attack for the Bodog Jets. Keeping possession, passing it around. No, still keeping possession there with the left footer, passing it around. Nicely taken by Siddhant Kriplani. Krip is what he's being called by his mates in the playing area. Siddesh passing it around. Offside, says the referee. The flag was raised and that's an offside, says the referee. So that's going to be a free kick for the Bodog Jets. Again, chance that was created by the Mavericks, but just not able to convert. Mavericks once again. Aves Khatib keeping possession. Aves, good, nice dribbling there. Kripalani, he's just not passing. Nice pass, but that's again offside. Flag raised. That's always anticlimactic for the forward line. You go, you are attacking there. You see just the goalkeeper in front of you. You load the trigger, but then from the corner side of your eye, you see the flag raised and the referee whistling. That's been signaled as an offside. Jal again passing it around, keeping possession, and again an offside. Yet another call of offside by the assistant referee. The Mavericks are unhappy, but yes, they'll have to keep on moving ahead. As they say, the show must go on. 12.5 minutes remaining for the second half, for the match to come to an end. So we have entered the 38th minute now of match number 1 of the Bodog Roots Premier League, week number 4 of the JUHU division. Foul it is, yes, nicely signaled by the assistant referee. That's going to be a free kick for the Mavericks. Mavericks with the free kick. Right footer passing it on to Siddhant Kripalani. Siddhant shoots and he scores! Right footer by Siddhant Kripalani. Jersey number 7, Siddhant Kripalani scores. Super stuff by him. Expected from him to score, and he delivers in the 39th minute. That's a goal. That's 32nd minute by Jai Bhattacharya and the 39th minute by Siddhant Kripalani. 2-0 is the lead for the Mavericks Football Club. Tough times ahead for the Jets now. They'll have to get a goal, then an equalizer, and then the lead. Siddhant Kripalani there. Again, good to see him move there. He's running, good dribbles, nicely taken away by the Jets. Bothra. Aggressive tackle, says the referee. That's going to be a free kick for the Jets. They'll have to hurry up, other Jets. Nicely passed. They cannot afford to waste time. They just have 11 minutes remaining to get 2 goals, to get an equalizer. Mavericks on the attack there. They have been on the attack since the first minute, and they weren't able to convert any opportunities in the first half. But the second half, they have made the most of those chances and have scored 2. Good, nice ball coming in, header, nicely collected there by Tanay Parekh. Nice ball. Is it from coast to coast? No, it's not. That's going to be yet another kick in on the western coast of your screen, the left side, far left. Passing it around, the Jets will have to convert as soon as possible to get the equalizer. A few minutes later, chance! That's a corner. They have won themselves a corner, are the Jets. But that was good defense from the Mavericks. Corner on the far end for the Jets. Header, not on target. Just on target. Disappointment visible on the faces of the Jets. They are 5th on the points table, so it's a match between team number 5 and team number 6. But it's team number 6 on the points table who are definitely leading right now with 2 goals to 0. Jets passing it around, nicely taken by the Mavericks. Kripalani once again, Siddhant Kripalani, good defense, nicely defended by the Jets. It's Jal passing it along. Once again the Jets, he was being told to just take it along, but he passes and the pass nowhere on the target. Going to be kick in for the Mavericks. The Jets just unhappy with the time that the Mavericks are wasting in the kick in, because it's only a 50-minute match, 2 halves, 25 minutes, and compulsorily there will be no extra time, and of course there will be no injury time as well. So only exact 50 minutes. So now the Mavericks can afford to eat up time there, just keep possession. But the Jets will have to go on all-out attack again there. Good defense, super stuff by the Mavericks with their defense. Avi passing it along, keeping possession. Pass it on to Jal. Jay Bhattacharya it is. Jay, or JB likes him to be called. Passed on to Avis Khatib. Ball in play, nicely headed by the Jets. Good work by Jay. JB once again, good dribble, good, nice work done there, Willie Lode. Yes, he shoots, and that's nicely defended by Sahil Kapoor. Good work that was by Sahil Kapoor. Rahul going for the clearance, but not able to do it convincingly. It's still the Mavericks with possession. Siddhant Kripalani. Nice long pass, good ball there. Sid passing it around to the number 14, that's Darren. Passing it around, nicely taken up by the Jets. Jersey number 9, that was Abhishek Parekh. That's going to be a corner for the Jets. The far end passing, keeping possession. Offside is the appeal. No, it's just the appeal from the team, but the referee doesn't agree to that. Keeping possession, the Jets now losing it, eating up time are the Mavericks, taking their time. Unhappiness, displeasure evident from the Bodog Jets. Aryaman Sethi, who has been booked once, extremely unhappy with his fellow players by what is happening. Yes, so it's number 6, that's Aryaman Sethi. Is being warned by the referees. He already has been booked once, and yet another one, and he'll be sent off in the meanwhile. That's a header. No, it's the flag that was raised. The flag had been raised by the assistant referee, and yes, that's going to be not to be counted as a goal, because it was scored, but the flag was raised, and that's still going to be 2-0 for the Mavericks against the Jets. Siddesh looking for the pass. That's going to be a kick in yet again for the Mavericks. The Mavericks can afford to eat up time. 5 minutes remaining, so it's 45th minute that we are entering of this match, and Mavericks are leading 2-0. That's Avis Khatib passing it on, nicely taken by the Jets, keeping possession, passed it along to jersey number 6, Aryaman Sethi. Nice good cross coming in, does not get the support. Disappointment once again evident on the faces of the Bodog Jets. The facial expressions speaking a million words for the Bodog Jets. In the meanwhile, that's going to a substitution. It's Rohan, jersey number 29, being coming in as a substitute in place of Khatib. Khatib has been super brilliant throughout the match. Was always Khatib, a lot of running that he's done, and does he deserves the break. Just 4 minutes remaining, a little more than 4 minutes remaining, so it's concentration on the defense for the Mavericks. Attempt on goal was by Tanay of the Jets, but just an optimistic chance there. Never was that going to be converted. Tanay Parekh, the goalkeeper for the Mavericks, hasn't conceded a goal so far, whereas for the Jets it's Sahil Kapoor who's conceded 2 goals. Yes, Mavericks again just eating up time, checking the ball there. Yes, that's these tactics that are used in this beautiful game. When you are leading by 2-0, you can afford to eat up time. Once again, that's going to be a goal kick there. An attempt on goal, but that's out of the playing area. That was just number 29 for the Mavericks. That is Rohan Desai with the attempt on goal, but nowhere near to it being converted. Siddharth on the attack for the Jets, passing it around. Good defense once again by the Mavericks. They are in no trouble whatsoever, the Mavericks. Jai keeping possession, on goal, chance. He just did not shoot his JB. He should have. It was 1 against 1. He's unhappy with what just took place, and so is the manager of the Mavericks. But it's still a lead of 2-0 for the Mavericks. But it would have been better. Always good to get more number of goals, and Jai would have been a satisfied man had he had a goal by his name. It wasn't to happen. It's 2-0. We have entered the 47th minute now. It's 2-0 the lead for the Bodog Jets, who are trailing. And it's the Mavericks who have scored 2-0 leading against the Bodog Jets. Corner in the penalty area, header, nicely defended, wonderfully done there was Tanay Parekh. That would have been the first goal for the Bodog Jets, but it was Tanay Parekh, the man who was standing in between the goal and the opportunity to be created for the Jets. Its scoreline still says 2-0 for the Mavericks. Passing it around, keeping possession are the Jets. They just have a few seconds, more than 2 minutes remaining. Can they convert with the left footer there? Attempt on goal. Again, no trouble for Tanay Parekh. Tanay will be eager to maintain a clean sheet. He hasn't had a clean sheet in the tournament so far. But this will be a super chance for him to maintain a clean sheet. Siddharth passing it around. The Jets, 1 minute 50 seconds remaining. We have entered the 49th minute now. Nice long pass there, JB. Onside, says the referee. The ball still kept in play. Siddesh goes in, passing it around. Siddhant Kriplani. Good dribble, nicely done there by Siddhant Kriplani. Still keeping possession, passing it around. Foul, says the referee. That's going to be a foul. So that is will be a free kick for the Mavericks. They'll take a lot of time definitely in going with the free kick. They'll be discussing who to take, and yes, it's going to be Siddhant Kriplani, or it's jersey number 14, Darren Saldana, eating up time, passing it around. Nice pass, but however that's an offside, signals the referee. 50 seconds remaining for the Jets to make any comeback that they might hope for. Very difficult it looks. Very tough it looks for the Jets to make a comeback. It's 2-0 the lead for the Mavericks. And that's it. The whistle, the final whistle has been blown. And it's 2-0 the victory for the Mavericks. 2 goals scored. 32nd minute by Jai Bhattacharya. 39th minute by Siddhant Kripalani. Just a yellow card for the Bodog Jets. Aryavan Sethi. Match number 1 ends. Mavericks defeat Bodog Jets 2-0.